To get underway, your officials, Luis Gonzalez, Jaleese Oliver, and Aljanice Carr. We are underway inside of Alico Arena to 59. The Gamecocks victorious Thursday night, as we mentioned, over USF 103-44. You see the starting lineups brought to you by NCH for the Gamecocks. And a shot from outside. Sanaa Douglas gets the Eagles on the board. Eagles in the white, South Carolina in the dark uniforms, and it is tapped away by Raven Johnson. Quickly the other way, Latson with the first two. Douglas, the quarterback of this team, gonna fire away from three, and it's another one. 6-2, FGCU on a couple of early threes, and those are the shots that they need to have fall all afternoon.
It's gonna be tough. South Carolina, defensively, 25% is what they give up from the perimeter. And the junior Tessa Johnson comes right back with her first three. Half her points come from behind the arc for Johnson. Leading three-point shooter, shooting at 46%.
Here's Karina Gordon outside, Staten left wide open, and they're all falling right now.
Yeah, by far the largest crowd Alico has seen this year for a basketball game.
Inside to Duda. Skip Bass across to Johnson. Inside, nice pass to Edwards to tie the game at 9.
Yeah, if there's one tiny negative to this whole thing, it's during a Christmas break, during the winter break for FGCU, so the students aren't on campus.
Latson from the elbow, no good, but a rebound.
Running down there.
Well, FGCU's already drained three-pointers, and there's another one for Edwards. Partially blocked out there by Johnson, and Latson wants to push it for South Carolina. And Johnson hits it by Joyce Edwards. And Edwards misses on the layup, but there to try to redeem things is Johnson, and she misses. Edwards with another chance. Third time is the charm for the Gamecocks. Douglas from the corner, just off the front iron. And here comes Edwards, easily to the rack.
Well, Coach Staley is all about defense, as you're seeing right here.
And miss inside, and the height there really the factor. Bella was holding the back of her neck momentarily after that collision. Seems to be okay as we're inside of a minute. Mortag to the 10 for 2.
And Mortag, if you're an FGCU fan watching at home, she has not played in 2 seasons. Sat out her last year at Butler, did not play last year for FGCU.
A 2 for Maddie McDaniel. And she had a good open look. 4 seconds left, Latson's got it. 1 second, puts it up. Douglas playing good defense, but Latson gets it to fall. The flurry of three-pointers, but South Carolina settled in, played their game, and after 10 minutes, the Gamecocks lead the Eagles 20. And the Eagles trying to reestablish themselves to start the second quarter. Douglas off the mark from three-point land, and caught with the rebound. Latson dishes it inside to Akot, the bucket, and the foul.
And that's the second time Pillow has been on the floor. Yeah, Okot averages 11 rebounds a game, 8 double-doubles on the season so far.
Good ball movement from the Eagles as Roll puts it in. He'll take it any way she can get it.
A lot of these, if they're going to hang tough with South Carolina.
Inside it goes to Okot, and she scores again, starting to really establish herself underneath.
Yeah, that one is just way too easy with FGCU, Anna Mortag playing behind the 6'6" Okot.
There goes Douglas past the defense to the 10 for 2. Sanaa Douglas with a good start for her in this basketball game. Good start to the first quarter and a bucket here early in the second. Latson looking for space and finds it in the lane and lays it in. Defense is a big key for this Eagles club, and maybe getting a little bit taller as time goes on. Latson with the left hand.
And one of her thing, it wasn't just because of the Oklahoma game. It was years of knowing FGCU as a program, trying to get a little bit bigger.
Ooh, look at the move by McDaniel of late as they get settled into this season. And really feel like they can contend for a national championship at their best. And a steal inside, and look at the speed of Latson. Lost control of the basketball and somehow able to gather and put it back up and in.
That's incredible hand-eye coordination for her to be able to recover that.
Into double figures, 10 points for Latson. South Carolina by 20. Retta Mollis for three, it's long, but right there, if Alexander for the rebound.
Eve Alexander coming off the bench. Solid minutes for FGCU so far this season.
Joyce Edwards comes right back with two. Tessa Johnson pulling up from 13 feet. Nice elevation. Gets it across to Gordon. Under 10 on the shot clock, Quimby. Now Gordon again. Looks to penetrate. Off balance, collects the foul and gets the bucket. Going to Shamir Quimby and then to Gordon off the glass.
96 assists to 145 turnovers is not good, and they're minus 25 in steals against their opponents.
Edwards inside and draws the foul from Alexander. Joyce Edwards now with 12 points. So Raven Johnson.
And TJ, if you're wondering why FGCU is not trying to press.
And nice give and go to Edwards, who wanted the foul too.
Foul.
As we're inside of 3 minutes now left in the first half. A little dump down Edwards from 13 feet. Tapped around and a rebound, and the big frame of Tack with the rebound that time. Raven Johnson all the way to the 10 for two.
Out on the perimeter.
Campbell, and they go down low. Staten blocked by Tack.
Definitely made up for it as a coach, though.
Coach Staley played for legendary Coach Debbie Ryan at Virginia back in the 90s by 32. And Douglas, with a pass intended for her, taken away by Okot, and all the way goes Edwards, who's now got 19 points. As Edwards with the interception on the defensive end, and here she is on the offensive end. Okot, yes. Eagles still looking for their first points of the half. Douglas takes it in, and one number 11 gets blocked by Okot, the other.
Just after halftime, I was able to talk to the Eagles head coach, Raina Harmon. She credits the Gamecocks for scoring off second chance points and transitioning after turnovers.
Ty, thank you. Still looking for their first points, FGCU, here in the third quarter. As we come up on 7 minutes left, inside it goes to Okot, and she has gotten hot. So anything and everything that South Carolina does, it is without one of their star players for the entire year. Edwards with the rebound, down the baseline and off the glass and in.
But that injury is why a player like Joyce Edwards has been able to step up.
Good point. Douglas finds Retta Mollis open. That window quickly closed. Douglas from up top hits her third three of the game. They have had those throughout.
Yeah, and Anna Mortag talking about people coming back from injuries, 2 years off.
And the bucket for Edwards. Get players to be the best they can be by the time conference play rolls around, and a great pass from Latson to Okot for two.
That was going to be 2 points regardless of if she shot it or the assist.
And a tough miss from Mortag inside as she had it sitting right on the rim for her.
So TJ, that's twice for Latson.
And Edwards spinning.
Because they're passing the ball and they are just really unselfish.
25 points for Edwards. South Carolina comfortably in front to coach the Atlanta Dream.
And Tom, we've got a little bit of a, oh, what a good move. What a strong move.
Douglas, Levy, Alexander, Mortag, some JUCO transfers. Here's Latson from 17 feet off the mark. Okot inside and right past the defense for two. As Quimby takes it, and it is taken away by McDowell, who quickly finds Edwards for two. If some of those good looks for FGCU, more of them would have gone down, and there's Edwards now with 29. If more of those had have gone down, not good that time by McDaniel, but the Gamecocks get it back. Inside it goes to Tack, off the glass for two as she's back into the ball game. And Tack with 4 points now.
So if you want to nitpick a little bit, if you're South Carolina, just 2 of 11 from downtown.
And inside it goes, and Serena Roll.
And I asked her, basically, not really, hey, there's a big three.
Serena Roll, her second three of the game. More tag from the wing, no good. As McDaniel brings it down. Good defense from Douglas, but the dish to Okot for two. 18 now for Okot. Good, solid
really good
look, yeah. And they've had so many of those.
Well, they'll be back at it here Monday afternoon. Not quite playing the caliber of South Carolina, but FGCU plays Monday here 1 o'clock against Fort Lauderdale College. It's a non-NCAA team. But for South Carolina, 8 days off after this game. They next play December 28th against Providence, and my guess is the timeout that Coach Staley called a few minutes ago was to make sure things get tightened up, because you don't want to have a bad last quarter of basketball before an 8-day layoff.
10 points now for Serena Roll as she is in double figures. Three from right in front of the Gamecock bench from Dowda.
Just the third three for South Carolina this afternoon.
There's Douglas for three, and that is the sixth three for FGCU. 6 of 28 from long range in this building, known for raining threes for so many years.
Another one.
Dowda almost 2 in a row. Caught there for the rebound, and the possession kept alive. McDowell, she wants some and gets some from up top.
Era Levy in the game for the first time for FGCU.
Transfer from St. Francis, and the bucket from Dowda.
That's a great road trip right there.
November 2nd. So if you're a Gamecocks fan, start booking your flights, hotels, and accommodations now as the three from Dowda in the corner gets South Carolina too shy of the century mark.
Just of note here, Tom, if you're wondering at home, nice give and go.
As Redamala scores, but the entire person on the court and away from the court. And a bucket that time from Okot.
I know we love to use sports as a cliche, or sports as a metaphor. And there's another good dish, another good bucket.
24 now, 102-43. South Carolina defeated South Florida 103-44. And South Carolina victorious, but a standing ovation from the FGCU fans to their own team and to the third-ranked Gamecocks, who defeat FGCU 105-43.